Yo, what's up everyone? It's Bunkus and I am doing the first tutorial in After Effects that's going up on my channel. So I'm going to be showing you how to sync with Twixtor and make your syncs look really good. This is way better than you're ever going to get in Sony Vegas. So if you're wondering why you would do it in After Effects, because you're going to get way better quality. I mean, why you do it in After Effects versus Vegas, you'll get better quality in After Effects. And I'll show you how. Well, that's it. So, sync on the shots, a little bit slower scope in and scope out. Then it goes fast again, and then slow again. So, sorry, I just had lunch. Yeah, let's get right to it. So we're going to import the song. Find out where in the song you want to go, like you want to sync with, so press LL. Should get the waveform. I already know where it is. It's right 140, and I cut. So yeah, actually we can cut here. And drag that. Alright, so I know where I want to start, so go find that place. By the way, the song is called Noecia by Alpha Centuria, or other way around. But yeah, I'll put it in the description if you want it. So here's my clip. I'm just gonna put it on top. I like to stay organized. I mean, since I only edit in After Effects, even something like I've done OC. That last OCE I did on Afghan, I think had over 100 layers. So definitely you're going to want to. Yeah, you're going to want to color code your stuff or whatever. I use green for kill feeds and pink for trick shots, but if they're like throwing knives or, lighter pink or whatever, but you can have your own system or whatever. So we're just going to drag this because PBRs don't like that edge is like black, so you can just like drag that out, whatever, it doesn't matter. So what you're going to want to do is listen to your song. Oops. I mean, turn that off and listen to your song. Alright, so now I'm noticing, alright, I see these D kind of, this shape right here. It's pretty thick, and I don't know, you can kind of see that, how it's like just solid block there. And that's the base. So now that I've detected that, because I'm awesome, I am going to go. So press star on the number pad. I don't know how to do this on a laptop. I don't have a laptop, but it's star on the number pad. So you're just gonna hit this. Alright, so I just pressed the star key whenever it went over the beat. Obviously you couldn't really see me doing that. And then you're just going to want to line these up. I find just the human precision is a little bit less when you're listening to the song. So just adjust that so it's like right on these markers. I meant on these, whatever you call it, these downbeats. Not really a musician, so I wouldn't know, but I think that's what they're called. So just line these up, and that looks pretty good. So we can turn back on our clip. And we're going to go to time, enable time remapping, or press Ctrl-Alt-T. So what you're going to want to do is find every time the guy gets a kill or shoots, because that's what I did in this. Because like here, he's not actually getting a kill; he's just shooting. He missed, but I'm just thinking every shot, just to be simple. And yeah, we're just going to go through that. So shot there. You can be really precise with this. I'm just kind of dragging this through and whatever. But obviously, if you're doing like an episode or like something really important, I'd recommend actually taking the time and going frame by. Wow. Well, going really slowly, frame by frame, almost through this. So yeah, I just like lost myself. There we go. Another one. And zoom in a little bit. Be a little bit more precise. Not gonna be too sloppy. So yeah, just keep keyframing every time he shoots, and I think he shoots one more time, and then he dies. So there we go. Pretty simple stuff, and you can line these up. And hold shift, and it should just snap. Snap, and keep doing this. If you can't see this, I would recommend making the video on YouTube full screen because it's probably pretty small. Alright, looks like I had a couple extra beats there, but alright, then we can go through and watch this. Maybe I should drop the quality down to render a little bit faster, but it should work pretty well. Alright, so here's what we got so far. Alright, so that was definitely synced even though we have no audio. So now we're going to get a little bit more advanced. So I'm going to keyframe kind of as he's starting to scope in. And then as he's starting to scope out, you know, maybe like halfway scoped out, kind of like an equal distance between these two. Doesn't have to be really precise again. It's your own, however precise you want to be. That'll be it. So I'm kind of just putting keyframes around, like kind of as he's scoping in and scoping out. So maybe like there. And again, make this more precise if you want. I'm just kind of like going by what I did for the last time I did this, because obviously I've already done this. But kind of getting a general idea. Gonna kind of even these out a little bit. Make sure they're roughly equal distance. That over. And sorry, this is a little bit boring, I know, but too bad, you're gonna have to live with it. But you can do this live while I'm doing it, or whatever. Alright, so now we kinda got that. That doesn't actually change anything, so what we're gonna do is we're going to hold Alt, and it'll drag it out, but it'll keep the same proportion, you'll see. So then we go back here, and line this back up. And then we go here, do the same exact thing, drag these out. Again, you can be as precise as you want with this, but I'm just kind of drag these out a little bit more. And yeah, so if you don't know how this works, really what it's doing is it's make that a little bit bigger. So the keyframe is actually marking where each point happens. So when you're dragging them to different locations, that's where that same action is going to happen, just at the new location. If that makes any sense at all, I'm not sure if it does. I'm not really great at these tutorials. So yeah, a little bit bigger. This is pretty imprecise, but I think this should look pretty good. It's a nice song, plus it's pretty quick. I mean, obviously, if this is a really slow edit, you're going to want to be really precise because there's going to be a lot of time between each shot. So, yeah, based on that, you're going to want to be more precise. But let's watch it. It renders pretty fast. So, here we go. Alright, so it looks pretty similar to this, but, you know, like, looks-wise. Obviously doing the same thing, so, just drag this over. We can actually change the composition length, but drag that over. Alright, so now you'll notice it's a little bit laggy. This is what Vegas does also. It just slows down the time in between each frame, which, I mean, in this one it's not too bad. Like, you probably didn't really notice because it's pretty fast, but in slow edit you're really going to notice a lot how it's like jittery. So we're just going to throw in some Twixtor. I can go over some Twixtor settings in another video, but that's not the point of this video. Whoops. 59.94, that's the frame rate. And what you're actually going to want to do is change this, instead of speed, you want to change it to frame number. And make sure frame blending pixel motion is on. Alright. Now, obviously, that completely changed it. So you're like, what is going on? You're just going to keyframe frame number, press U, unkeyframe that, and jump over to the very first frame. Now what you're going to want to do is press Control on this time, keyframe. So you'll notice that this is 0. This is actually counting the number of frames. So we're at negative 2,578 frames, and this is 0 frames for this video. So we're going to jump, and we're just going to keep keyframing where each frame goes. So 2660, and this is going to be really boring, I understand, but 2673. And if you want to use a number pad, that would make this a lot faster, but maybe I'll zoom ahead, but nah, probably won't. Alright, so you're just going to have to do this. Sadly, there is no way of doing this any easier way. But also you'll notice that this thing isn't actually syncing. It's not synced anymore now that I've put the Twixtor on and stuff. And I'll show you why once I finish this, and it's really easy to fix. Then keep going to 809. Obviously, if you only have the exact keyframes, so if I had like 6 keyframes, 1 for each shot, this would be really easy. But since I'm having 3 keyframes for every kill, and I had 6 shots fired, I am keyframing 18 keyframes, which can be kind of annoying. So, yeah. Wish I could do this another way, but too bad. Let's see how I'm doing on time. Alright, it's been 11 minutes. Wow, that went by pretty fast. Alright, 2932, 2963. So make sure you copy this right, because if you don't, you're just going to screw up the entire thing. And I think that's just one more keyframe after this. 3034, talking to myself, and then you want to jump to the, oh wait, no, one more, 2, and last one, and this is the ending keyframe, so this ends the video. So yep, keyframe that, and now it's obviously unsynced because this is where the shot should be fired and it's not being fired. So turn off time remapping and it should fix itself. Now you'll notice I could pre-render this, but I'm gonna change it in a sec anyways. You'll notice there's a little bit of warping again in this quick edit with this fast song. You're not really seeing it, but you will see it in slower edits. So what you're gonna want to do is pre-compose, and we can just call this pre-comp. And inside this, we're actually going to composition settings. Make sure this aspect ratio is locked and multiply it by 2. Then we're going to put on a motion tile. Sorry, I'm going a little fast. Running out of time. And mirror edges, and that'll give the effect. What's going to happen is Twixtor pulls the last frame from the edge, and since the edge is actually going to be the same thing, it's going to reduce the warping a lot. So we can pre-render that, but again, I'm out of time. So we're going to take our shot sound, which I changed a little bit, but we can go over that later. And we're just going to drag it onto each, hold shift, and get it there. I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. And you, again, be precise. I really recommend spending the time when you're first doing this and not now, but I meant when you're like doing this for an actual edit or something. But obviously I'm doing a tutorial, so I'm not actually using this clip for anything at all. And keep going. Think that's the last kill. Yeah. Alright. So now we have the sound, and we can change that to orange if I'm being organized, but I'm not, so yeah. That's really it. Oh wait, last thing. With the sound, actually what I did is you'll notice that this reload bolt action part is really quiet. I have changed the decibel levels, which I changed right here, so after the shot it becomes quieter so that the reload is a lot quieter. And this is our final product. Hope you liked it, guys. That is the very end. I'm only allowed to upload videos at a 15 minute, so later.